Oh, excuse me. Oh, cow. All right. Well, there's a couple of things that'll increase. And just recheck out this area. Yeah. Shit, no, I'm lost. Okay, no, wait, there's a different door. Okay. Alright, so are we just running out of here? Yeah, I streamed for like a little while. I was gonna say, I'm like, well, this must be busy since I'm streaming for like 5 hours. Oh, Guillermo. The steel maiden fight it went pretty well. I mean, obviously I lost, but I still think that it did go pretty well, all things considered. Oh, these are specific to each person. Okay, that's a little brutal. Oh, I need Mirage Sepith. Let's see. Let's give it to... Give it to TL. I don't have enough Mira? How much Mira does it cost? Oh, 3,000. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. different shop? Can I just, like, walk around town? Yeah, no, the fights went well. Oh shit, I didn't re-equip my fucking party. God damn it. I was like, man, I'm really weak right now. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. Oh yeah, I needed it. Hey everybody. Da, 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 da. Alright, let's see how that fight goes this time. Little guard. Rude. Yes, Assess, what the tickets are you doing here? We haven't seen any of you since the day Croy was present. Good to see you're still in one piece. Hey guys, it's been a while, hasn't it? We're glad to see you are all okay. That goes double for us. Oh, my sweet little Tio's finally come back to me. Oh, honestly, you all do realize this isn't the time for small talk, right? Yeah, we all miss each other, but you know what I miss more? Some good intel. Now get over here and dish. We're up for it if you are. So that's what you've been up to. We didn't have a clue of what to make of the situation, but this helps clear things up. My mind was racing all over the place when I heard a red ant and suddenly showed up on the West Highway too, but it was actually the Bright Gang, huh? Go figure. And there's Hui and the CGF Resistance Force helping out at the East and North Gates. It seems you've been calling in quite a few favors, haven't you? Yeah, what could I say? What a popular bunch. So the magic golems in the city haven't been attacking the citizens? Not for now, at least. We're on the alert and patrolling around the area for anyone who might have gotten locked out, but as far as we can tell, there hasn't been a single instance of those walking suits of metal attacking a citizen. Then the president must have control over them, after all. It's actually kind of a relief, strangely enough. Doesn't mean all the people trapped indoors aren't scared out of their minds, though. Lloyd's right. The longer this goes on, the harder it's going to be to guarantee the public safety. I hear ya. The guild can't just sit on its hands on this. As far as we're concerned, civilians are in danger. That's why we're going to help you break into Orcus Tower and arrest Croy's sorry butt. Much appreciated. It will be heartening to have the guild's cooperation. There's just one thing. I'd bet anything that Arios is waiting up in that tower. He's probably got Maria Bell and that ogre with him, too. Not that this is any news to you, but if you break in there, you're going to be in for the fight of your lives. And believe us, we know. No matter the barriers that stand in our way, we have no choice but to overcome them. Alrighty, as long as you know what you're getting yourselves into, just give us a ring when it's go time. We'll be prepared until we hear from you. Will do. See you later. Fucking guard. Rude. They just have a chance to guard against any attack. Okay. Give them the lowdown. Alright. The lowdown has been given. It was faint, but I sent someone over in that direction. Okay. Oh, the hidden exit behind the counter, right. There's a hole leading into the darkness behind the wooden planks against the wall. Definitely looks like it leads somewhere. Section of the geofront, perhaps? These planks don't seem to be secured to anything. think whatever you sensed earlier was in here, Deodot? I believe so, yes. Someone went in there. Do you want to check it out? Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Right, that's correct. Yes, Colonel. I called you what? Oh, sorry about that, Director. Force of habit. Wait, I think I recognize him. Is that Rains, the reporter from Crossville Times? What could he be doing here? Is that the SSS over there? Mind coming inside for a chat? Damn, that was fast, almost for being sneaky. Never mind that. I think we should just listen to what he has to say. Just don't let your guards down. Ah, nice. Got it in one. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you guys. If anything, I'm surprised to see you here. You're thinking just the same about you, Rains. Seems you wear quite a few hats, junior reporter and photographer for the Crossbell Times, Grace's partner. I think what she's getting at is that there's more to you than meets the eye. So cut the act, buddy. Who are you really? You didn't bail when you noticed us. Probably means you're ready to spill the beans, right? Of course, but just so you know, the Rains you know was never an act at all. This is the way I really am. Anyway, the truth of the matter is that I work for a private intelligence agency. Intelligence agency? It's a company called RNA Research. We're based in Liberal Kingdom. RNA Research? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Well, we've only just been established, so we're really nothing special, but I suppose Director Richard's famous enough to get people talking about us. Richard? You wouldn't, by chance, mean the former colonel of the Royal Army? You know what he's talking about, Elliot? Yes, his name is Alan Richard. He was the commander of Liberal's intelligence division, as well as the orchestrator behind the attempted coup d'etat 2 years ago. He was the one responsible for that? Yes, though I also heard he helped resolve the Liberal incident the very next year. Her Majesty Queen Alicia then formally pardoned him as a show of gratitude. So that's what happened. And after that, he used his experience to establish his own research company. That's quite an exceptional resume for any man. Dang, you really know your stuff. Guess the SSS has a pretty good intelligence network going, too. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out my role in the mess from there, huh? Yeah, I think I can do the math. Why reveal this to us, though? Honestly, because I wouldn't mind establishing a working relationship with you guys. Might come in handy. Oh, yeah, I see. This whole talk needed to happen sooner or later. Oh, but I should let you know, nobody at the CDS is in on this, not even Grace. Sorry to put you out on the spot, but can you do me a favor? Keep it to yourselves. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. All right. Hey, you guys are still in here. I don't know why you'd still be in here, but alright, works for me. Okay. have an idea. All right. Okay. Yeah, the SSS building. The SSS building. We're fine. We're home, finally. It really brings back memories. It does. It hasn't even been a month, and yet gets you right in the heart, doesn't it? Honestly, I'm surprised the building hasn't been completely ransacked. I thought the defense force might have searched it head to toe. Maybe it was because they were being considerate towards Kia. I could see the president wanting to stay on her good side. I doubt they'd want to offend her by destroying a place she loves so dearly. It's some slick thinking. Very unsentimental motive on their part, but I'm happy it stayed the same either way. Go! It's good to see you're safe. Yeah, go, Nyo. Yes, I see, thank you. Yes, but you just had to step away for a little while. We'll come back as soon as we can, I promise. What do you say? He's been waiting for us all this time. He also expressed how relieved he is to discover that his roommates are okay. Is that so? How oddly faithful for a cat. Why don't we put some food out for him while we're here? It's a shining palm costume. Yeah. Doesn't look like I get the biggest rock. Yeah. Otherwise I'd be able to examine her desk. Oh. Messed it up. Messed it up. Yeah, we needed to go get the car. I forgot. Alright. Okay, the upper right cemetery area. Restriction Grimwood. Mr. Grimwood's family? Is that true? No doubt about it. 15 years ago, Ian Grimwood lost his wife and 2 children in a horrible accident. Let's go in the wrong direction. darkness. Oh. Really gonna take a minute to get their emblems up, or not emblems, their master quartz upgraded to level 5. Oh. Oh, inch by inch. Gonna get those friggin' things to level 5. Also, I do think that I'm gonna buy the plus 100 strength for Lloyd. Yeah, I assume so. I assume the final dungeon is going to be very involved. I just wanted to also get some money, some 80,000. 80,000 I need. Oh, okay. Or maybe I have another idea. Maybe I'm gonna push this, but we're gonna see what ends up being better. Lloyd can have an additional 100 strength and... Okay, let's see if that's enough. I'd like to buy 2 of the passionate. These are strength, right? cat. Give that a shot. Alright. I think that's it. I think that's all I care about. Alright. Time to go examine the car. She's in as good a shape as ever. We shouldn't have any problems getting her running. As much as I don't want to put her in harm's way, she should be more than capable of busting away into the tower. It's good to hear. We've secured the car and confirmed it is suitable for the operation. Should we drive it straight back? It's been quite a while, SSS. This is Kilika. Kilika Ruin. Huh? Kilika? What the hell? That woman with the Calvarian Intelligence Agency? I'm surprised you're still in Crossbell. Wait, how can you possibly be contacting us right now? Could it be that you've been keeping tabs on our operations? Settle down. I merely predicted what your next course of action would be in the situation. I know you're pressed for time, but there's something I'd like to discuss with you. What do you say to another friendly exchange of information? Well, I'm willing to cooperate, Kilika. But not here. Is there somewhere we can meet you? Crossbell Station. I'm in the second car. The train stopped at platform 3. The station's been completely vacated, so there should be no threat to you on the way in. Got it. Platform 3, car number 2. I take it we'll be seeing Lecter there, too. Am I wrong? Oh my god. Perspicacious? Perspicacious. Perspicacious. As ever, I see. We'll be waiting for you, Detective. I know precarious. She has eyes and ears everywhere, it seems. Not that we didn't already know that. We'll have to speak with not just her, but Lecter, too. I don't think there's any point in trying to worm our way out of this. Okay, let's make our way to the Crossbell Station. Roger that. Let's make sure we're fully prepared before going there, just to be on the safe side. Alright. To the Crossbell Station. There's no telling how long this exchange with Kilika and Lecter is going to last. There's still time before we have to begin the operation. We should take care of any unfinished business we have left. Yeah, we're good. Oh, no. Man, though, this place is a ghost town. But I guess there's not much reason to be here now that the Transcontinental Railroad's been shut down. The Zemarian Railroad Corporation and all Erebonian Calverdian inspection officers were forced out of the country, too. Kilka and Lecter on the train at platform number 3 and 9/4. Sheesh, these empty platforms sure are depressing. It's evident that these trains have seen no use for several weeks now. Indeed. That train there's platform number 3, correct? I think so, yeah. Kilka said it was the second car from the front. We have to go up and around. Okay. We're going in. There you are. Long time no see, gang. Good to see you, too. You must have contacted us from the train's transmitter. That would be correct. If I may be so bold as to say, your little coalition seems to get more illustrious every time I see you. You've even recruited that Defense Force's youngest second lieutenant, as well as a Dominion of the Growlsritter. Recruited isn't quite the way I'd put it. I'm still only on loan to the SSS. Why am I not surprised you already know my dirty little secrets? Honestly, I expected the both of you would have already left Crossbell a long while ago. How have you been here in the city all this time? Or have you been here in the city all this time? Yeah, I've been poking around a bit. Got a job to do, you know? Way it's looking, though, I'll be heading over to Erebonia again before long. Poking around? Don't sweat the details. We're not the only ones scuttling around. Someone's snooping around for the White Falcon, too. Know who I mean? Yeah, Rains. He told us he works for RNA research. Have you been in contact with him, too? We agreed to a mutual exchange of data on the current happenings in the state. They may be a private firm, but their intelligence network is most impressive. True, but they lack in numbers, so they can't afford to send people everywhere. I'd wager they stretch pretty thin. Putting that aside, let your pal the Blood and Iron Chancellor go missing after catching a bullet in the Imperial capital? That's your boss, man. Sounds like the kind of thing worth going back for. What, old man Goliath? I could have dropped everything and ran back on my own 2 feet the second I heard, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Besides, knowing that old goat, he probably saw himself getting shot and this fiasco and crossbow coming from the Silk away. What? How could he have possibly known that he was going to be shot? Let alone anticipate the current crisis in Crossbell. Old Man Goliath treats the world like one big round of chess. To him, everyone and everything is a piece to be played. It includes Crossbell vying for independence, manufacturing a Septarian, and trying to take over the whole dang continent. The Noble Alliance whooping the Imperial Army's ass and occupying Heimdallr? Just another gambit on his part. Same goes for him getting shot and mortally wounded, opening the floodgates for civil war to break out. All the while, he knew Calvert wouldn't be able to capitalize on it and be on by evading the new state-sized barrier Crossbell's made of itself. The old man's game board probably played out exactly as he imagined. Shh, that's impossible. He's a beast of a man, that one. Can't even bring myself to believe it. Well, it does appear that Ouroboros is on the move in Erebonia. The real threat there may just be the Blood and Iron Chancellor. He's a man willing to make a sacrificial pawn out of himself, all for the purpose of giving rise to Eterpia the Terra. No, perhaps man is an understatement. He is a true monster among humankind. I figured that old man had a few screwsless, but I didn't think he was that nuts. Do you think President Croy is aware of this? I wonder. May not be my place to say, but I do commend Dieter Croy for the performance he's been putting on. But it's just that, a performance. He leaves much to be desired as a statesman. He can't help but view politics through the eyes of a corporate executive. What are you saying? At his core, he's still a banker, through and through. It would seem the legacy of the Croy family's mission had been left entirely to his daughter instead. How? You know that too? Hey, they don't give us the shining spy badges for nothing, kid. A little lady that you took in after the Shoresy auction? You've seen enough of the big picture to know that she's the core of that Septarian they created. Well, that's just great. Continent's leading nations are really doing their homework, aren't they? I can sympathize with your frustrations, but please don't misunderstand. Knowledge is our bread and butter as intelligence agents. Rest assured that we have no incentive to interfere with the Septarian for our own self-interest. That said, it's only natural for our work to take us here, given that this incident has engulfed the entire continent in chaos. Our real goal is to uncover the mastermind, the true culprit who orchestrated all of this. The true culprit? It's as I said, President Croy is entrenched in his managerial mindset, more of a facilitator than a visionary. The role doesn't quite fit Mary Bell either. She's devious, but her interests seem to lie more in the art of magic rather than politics. As for the divine blade of wind, I can't envision one as stoic and self-disciplined as him weaving a scheme of this nature. Cross Ouroboros and Old Man Goliath off the list too. They both use Crossbell's situation to further their own gains, but neither of them are responsible for this debacle. Someone's got a finger in every pie here. Politically, economically, diplomatically, historically. They've even got connections to the Croy family, knew of the DG cult, and followed the society's every move. Our puppet master here has been pulling strings from the shadows ever since all this began. You can't be serious. This is beginning to sound like a conspiracy theory, a convincing one at that. Indeed, but we still have one piece of the puzzle left to find. It couldn't be. I was hoping we could corroborate our suspicions on who the culprit may be, but if we still lack the necessary evidence... Was that implying Grimwood did it? Ian Grimwood? The lawyer? But if you still lack the necessary evidence, then we'll just set that aside for now. Time is short, let's discuss the other matter at hand. Other matter? Isn't it obvious? We're thinking about giving you a hand with your plan to storm Orcus Tower. What? Where the hell is this coming from all of a sudden? Now that I've gathered all the intel I've been seeking on Crossbell's state of affairs, there's really no reason for me to remain. However, turning a blind eye after what I've learned would only saddle me with regrets further down the line. Well, to be fair, I am following the guide, so I went and had the discussion with the people. Yeah, I guess if you were really looking for it, like looking for holes, like if you play it again, you'll know. But, you know, there's movies with a lot of twists that are like that too, where it's like you couldn't piece it together until the end. But yes, all of the clues are in the side content, and there's nothing that like says like go here, which that's okay, but also like without a guide, you fucking wouldn't figure out anything. Just like Dark Souls. Well, it is true that Crossbell's fate would be better left in your hands than in those of the outsiders. It would be troublesome for us were you to fail in breaking your way out of this deadlock. It'd be like throwing a game of Palm Party just because your opponent put a halfway decent chain together. Or, so I've heard. I'm not quite sure that analogy applies. Suspicious. When did you get your hands on a Palm Party account, Lecter? Palms aside, having you two in our back pocket would certainly improve our chances of success. This definitely complicates things, but it's hard to turn down. Yeah, I agree. Follow us. We'll take you to your current base of operations. God, I would have been paying more attention in that discussion about Ian Grimwood's wife and children dying. Fuck. Afterward, Lloyd and the others introduced Killick and Lecter to Chief Sergei. Upon exchanging information, it was decided that they would help with the operation. Shortly thereafter, Chief Roberts managed to successfully hack into Orca's tower. With that, the plan to storm the building was set to commence immediately. Same day, 10:30 a.m. All clear. Now, God, I'm really trying to think about Grimwood being the culprit. I mean, it would take someone who can foresee things, but like... Commencing assault. You know, if there's only 6 of these things, we could have taken them. Oh, I suppose they can just keep reappearing. What? Ah! Take this! Hey, Lecter actually doing something. You're up. Very well. Yeah! Incredible! Taito doesn't pull any punches, does it? Killick, allow me to assist. Very well, let's show them the might of the Taito school. With pleasure. Didn't you get dizzy spinning around like that? Look at them go, they're gonna end up stealing the show at this rate. Save some for me, why don't you? It's time. Special support section, charge! Clear the way, the rest is up to you. Roger! Roger Wilco James Jameson. Well, that doesn't look like it's going too well. Armor down to 30%. We will make this last. Enemy AN accelerating. Ah, crap on a stick. At this rate, I'm gonna have to pull the big guns out. Father Kevin? You don't mean. Wait, it's too soon for that. If I can't stand my ground here, then what right do I have to succeed your sister's name? Gonna need your help, boys. Understood. Preparing for stigma activation. Kevin, have some faith in me, Reese. You're not off the clock, you know. I still need to track the enemy. Alright. Cerulean seal of mine shining from the abyss. Radiate down from the heavens and illuminate this purgatory. Converging orbital power. Stigma confirmed. Commencing deployment. Change detected enemy Aeon. It's charging its main weapon in our direction. I, the Thousand Hand Guardian, 5th Dominion of the Growlsritter, command you. Stigma Cannon, Megadulius. Activate. Nicholas. heck is with this thing? The Septarian must be supplying you with infinite energy. Doesn't matter. Potter Motter would never lose to the likes of you. And neither will Estelle, Joshua, or myself, so give it up, you hunk of scrap. Potter Motter's like, please, for the love of God, make it stop. Ah? No. Ah. Potter Motter? Why you? Ren, no! It's too much for you. Ah! Ugh. Damn it. Ah. No, I won't make it. Ren! Poor Potter Motter. Huh? Potter Motter, what are you saying? No, you don't have to. Please don't. Take that thing up into space. No! The only major character death is a robot. It's gonna be okay. All of our systems are still facing fully functioning. Excellent, Jesse. That's good news. She made a world of difference for us. Absolutely. We have to make sure we take her in for proper repairs once our job here is done. The battle outside is still raging on. There must be no limit to how many of these golems can be generated. No time to discuss with them now. Let's get to the elevators. Agreed. Remember the plan. 2 members will remain here on standby and guard the entrance. Make the call, Bannings. Understood. I mean, I guess it would make more sense if Lazy guarded the entrance with Rixia. I mean, if he really wants to come with, and he is level 95, so I'll give that to him. Oh shit, I never went back to go get the best armor. Alright, whatever, that's okay. I'm sure I'm over-leveled enough as it is. Okay. Looks like they only managed to disengage the security locks up to the 21st floor. According to Chief Roberts, there's a terminal on the 30th floor blocking off access from the orbital network. Until we breach it, hacking what remains of the building will be an impossible task. Guess that means we got to make the trip from 21 to 30 the long way. Aren't those mechanical floors supposed to be empty, though? What gives? That must have only been a pretense. Perhaps, in truth, they house the core of the Croy's family's arcane secrets. The tower itself was likely planned in conjunction with that ritual they put Kia through. So seriously? There were things about the building that I found strange while on security detail for the trade conference, but even then I could hardly believe they were actually brazen enough to construct something like that inside a public facility. Hindsight is 2020. Regardless, we'll want to be prepared before moving forward. You're right. Arios and the Red Constellation may be expecting us. Yeah, same goes for Kia. No matter what's in store for us, we're going to push our way through. Our allies took on a lot of risks to get us here, after all. We'll have to make it count. Absolutely. No pressure, of course. Not for us, I think. Now let's do this thing. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Of course, and then the final dungeon. Of course, this is not the final dungeon. Why would it be? What? The hell is this? It's unbelievable. This must be the culmination of their magical science, a fusion of the Croix family's alchemy and cutting-edge orbital technology. After 1,000 years of deluding themselves, this is what they have to show for it. That delusion was what led to the inception of their puppets, the cults, which in turn led to the sacrifice of countless innocent people. Yeah, even now they're burdening Kia with the fate of a Septarian. Whether or not their reasons for creating this place are justified isn't for us to decide, but even so, Kia, Arios, Dieter, and the rest of the allies are waiting above us. We have no choice but to break through. Let's do this, guys. We'll end their deluded fantasies as the past and seize Crossbell's present. Right, agreed. Roger, we'll call. Locked and loaded. Let's move. Oh, there's stuff in there. Wait, what do you mean Estelle isn't part of the Crossbell branch anymore? What am I supposed to do with all those Chastel quips I wrote? Zeke was going to be the CBD's new mascot, but they wanted him to wear a trench coat and say the catchphrase, "Take a seat out of crime." Wait a minute. Okay. That was really confusing for some reason. Alright, Scruff McGruff the crime dog says, "Take a bite out of crime." I also received the gift of the Septarian. There is a second item, but I used spatial annihilation to keep you from getting it. Food. If a music group were to perform in this tower, would that make them an orchestra? Hey! Ruin of Triumph. I challenged Father Kevin to an arm wrestling contest, but easily won. He must have the strength of 1,000 arms. Hey! Can I use Ruin of Tempest? What is this thing? An archism, I think? Though I don't think it can move. Actually, I believe I know exactly what this is. The Eidolon gear. It was developed by the Epstein Foundation. The hell? What in the world for? After the orbital shutdown phenomenon in Liberal, a project was initiated to oppose the Society's archisms. They called it the Orbital Gear Project. It was spearheaded by the CCF and Liberal. Beginning in full force with aid from the Foundation on its less mechanical aspects, the renowned Professor Albert Russell himself was invited to Le Mans to develop the cutting-edge prototype you see here. This is the first I've heard of this. My question is, why would the prototype be here of all places? You may know the answer to that as well. About half a year ago, someone stole it, just as it was nearing completion. That must have been Bell. She has a history of the Foundation, has been frequently traveling to Le Mans to coordinate with the Orbital Network project. It does sound suspicious. Now, she's the type of gal who'll do whatever it takes to get what she wants. It appears the parts responsible for controlling it employ a matrixized system. I can be able to use it if I utilize the Aeon system to establish a link. You serious? Yes, it shouldn't be too difficult. No sense allowing it to collect dust when we could make use of it instead. Well, I was technically stolen from the Foundation in the first place, so I guess it would only be right for you to take it back. And no doubt the battles, yeah, okay. New Eidolon gear. Yeah, you must put something back, such as the law of equivalent exchange. What is this? Brotherhood? Metal Gear Solid Brotherhood? Full Metal? Full Metal Alchemist? Let's check it out. Jesus Christ, in a railgun? Railgun. Okay, I already went over here. I mean, for sure. Oh, it reflects. Interesting. Okay, so I already went that way though. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting to sort of power scale. Because it's like, what? You know, it's a little confusing. I think they do a good job of power scaling effectively, but like... I don't know. I think maybe that's why... I don't imagine that any of our characters from the previous games are going to show up until they're all in the same games together after they've all gone through their power-ups and training arcs or whatever. Wait, why did only 6 people come to my unveiling ceremony? Oops. That's interesting. Well, there's 4 games though, so that they need to have like, you'll be able to defeat an enemy and do something crazy at the end of the first game, but then you're not even going to be half as powerful as the main bad guy in the 4th game. Yep. Say, Tio, imagine there was a control terminal blocking off access from the orbital network, right? Yes, because of it, hacking into the tower's upper-level security systems is currently impossible. We unlock it manually. Chief Roberts should be able to procure us detailed information on those floors. That information may include Kia's location and what Bell and the others are planning. If that's the case, then it's imperative that we gain access to said terminal. You said it was on the 30th floor, right? Yes, at the top of the central sector, if I'm not mistaken. What are we waiting for? Let's get our asses up there. Right, look alive, everybody. Yeah, incredible. Damn, this place is nuts. It's just one crazy sight after another. Like, in Randy's case, it's like, oh, he was trying to hold himself back because he wasn't trying to go all bloodlust, so like, that makes sense, and... I don't know, there is explanations for everything here. Is this spiritual energy from all 7 elements? Light is being drawn to the upper stratum. Coming into direct contact with it will likely have an adverse effects on our enigmas. That's going to be an issue. From what I can tell, we have no choice but to pass through that light to reach the top. We're going to have to move as quickly as we can in that case. Oh, weird. You kids will be fine. It's a learning experience. It's like, you're just sending us directly into war. What do you mean? You'll learn about war. They will do that in fucking TV shows though, where it's like the protagonists are high schoolers, so it's supposed to not be, I don't know. They'll put high schoolers into situations that are like, okay, wait a minute, you guys have to have people that are more trained than high schoolers, right? And it's like, no, this is the cream of the crop. And it's like, dog? Somebody graduated from this program, right? Like, by definition, someone had Yes, there's gotta be someone above high schoolers. I guess you would think. I don't know. Why? I ask you a very fair question. Why the fuck would you do that, you stupid bitch? We will die if you hold yourself back. You understand what death is? It's definitely odd, and it happens, and not just in RPGs, even in anime you'll see that, where it just is like, they'll always try to give a reason for it, and I'm like, okay. Like, I guess? I don't know. That's always it. It's like, okay, we're learning, so it makes sense. But then they put you, they're like, okay, this is actually a situation that's outside of the normal scope of things. So, you know, as teachers, we should get involved and use everything in our power to stop it from happening. But they're always like, no, we're just gonna let the kids do it. I mean, My Hero Academia does that a lot, where it's like, I know that I don't know. Why are the kids the most powerful people? Why are they dealing with anything? Stop making high schoolers do all the work. Hi, I wonder in the light, oh, look at me, now I borrow a e-charger. Wait a minute, which direction am I going? Jesus Christ, oh God, oh Jesus. Anything else over here? No? Okay. Okay. Is this the right place? Yes, I believe the control terminal Chief Robert spoke of is just over there. We should waste no time releasing the restrictions in the orbital network. Oh, we can't be done with this crap soon enough. Great, I just hope this leads us to key in the President's whereabouts. Okay, I've confirmed that the upper area has been reconnected to the orbital network. I should be able to provide you all with backup now. Whew. Can you also disable the security placed on the main elevator? Yes, but it's going to take some time. I'll try to get it done. That aside, according to the data, neither President Croy nor Kia are on the first 20 floors. There's no shortage of defense force members and Orca's tower personnel in disarray, though. That confirms that. Nothing we didn't already expect. The real question is all the floors from the 34th and up. Chief Roberts, can you figure out who's on the upper levels? Let me see. Oh my, there seem to be quite a lot of people on the 36th floor, though I have no way of knowing who they are exactly. The 36th floor is where the waiting rooms for the trade conference's guests are located. Think we'll find President Croy, Key, and the others there? Yeah, I'm willing to bet on it. Upper stratum looks lock status confirmed. We can head directly to the 36th floor via the emergency stairs. Let's get a move on. I'll be counting on you to provide us with support, Chief Roberts. Of course, while you search the upper areas, I'll get to disabling the security system on the main elevator. Oops. Here we are. Chief Roberts said there were a lot of people on this floor, but where are they? Could it be? Vice Commissioner? What are you doing here? I should be the one asking that. I came here to meet with the Secretary of Defense and voice my objections to last night's declaration of martial law, after which I was promptly restrained and brought to this floor. How'd explain it? Color me surprised. I thought you pegged as a total brown-noser. This is this unexpected development. Aeon system now detecting backbone. What are you trying to say? How about me? You do realize you're all wanted by the Defense Force, don't you? When the goddess name what you're doing here? It's a bit of a long story. Excuse me, but aren't you part of the IBC's technology department? Yeah, my name's David. I'm one of the researchers there. Where I was, until Lady Maria Bell announced that her department was being dissolved yesterday. Partner had already left, too. Next thing I know, I was whisked to this floor, dazed and confused. Maybe this will go smoother if we share what we know with each other first. So that's what's going on. The situation there has been deteriorating rapidly since the declaration of invalidity. How do things come to this? It feels like we're in a horrible dream we can't wake up from. Still, it's good to hear that Clay has given Chief Roberts a hand out there. That would explain how sophisticated their attempts at hacking the tower have gotten these past couple of days. I have a question, Vice Commissioner. Are any of the President's collaborators present on this floor? About that. None of them are here. Not the President, Maria Bell, the Secretary of Defense, even the Jaegers are stationed elsewhere. Sorry to tell you that the girl you've been looking for is nowhere on this floor either. I was afraid you'd say that. Not here. What floor could they be on? We may have to rely on Chief Roberts to get us that information. He's surveying the upper levels as we speak. In that case, let's take the opportunity to scope out who else is on this floor. Someone here might have some valuable info for us. Yeah, asking around is the best we can do right now. Can we expect you to keep this area secure for us, Vice Commissioner? Absolutely. Consider it taken care of. Just take care of yourselves too, got it? Don't do anything too reckless out there. After all, if you're caught here, your efforts up to this point will all be for naught. Understood. We'll bear that in mind. It just gets lamer and lamer. Oh. Yeah, Father, why? Shizuku! Thank goodness you're okay. You were brought to Orca's tower too, Shizuku? Got to say, I kinda expected your old man to steal you away from all this, not smack dab in it. Whatever, glad you're safe and sound, kiddo. Lloyd, Randy, Ellie, and Tio too. It's really you. I finally get to see what your faces look like. Wait, see? Shizuku. Has your vision returned? It has, thanks to Kia. She used whatever strange power she has to reconnect the nerves in my eyes. Everything has been coming back, not just lights, colors, and shapes, too. That's incredible. So this is one of her miracles, huh? Man, who cares how it happened? That calls for celebration. Yeah, I'm proud that Kia would help a friend like this. She's got a good heart. That's true. I don't think I'll ever be able to thank her enough. But, oh god. Shizuku, what's wrong? Kia was trying to smile through it, but I could tell how much she was hurting. She kept saying she had to do this, but it was like she was trying to talk herself into it, not me. And that deep down, she doesn't want to be helping Mr. Croy or any of them. All she really wants is to go home with you, Lloyd. Damn. Why is Kia doing this? Am I his father? Shizuku. Thank you, Shizuku, for caring so much about Kia. Must have been different, being all by yourself up there. We're to take Kia back, Shizuku. Do you know where she is? Where she, Arios, and the others are right now? No, I'm sorry. Nobody told me anything. I haven't seen Kia since yesterday. My father did tell me to give you something if I saw you, Lloyd. Huh? McLean left something? A package? Father said that you should have what's inside, Lloyd. Please, open it. Sure. No way. Guy used these. There's no mistaking it. These are Guy's Tonfas. Hey, sorry about killing your brother, man. Here's his weapons that I took off his fucking corpse. Like, hey, man, fuck you. What the fuck? The same ones that disappeared from the crime scene, never to be found. Aren't those nicks from a sword? Doesn't that all but confirm who killed Lloyd's brother? Lloyd. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Lloyd. What my father did is unforgivable. It's okay, Shizuku. There's no reason for you to feel responsible. Besides, I'm not fully convinced that Arios is the one that killed my brother. I think there's a part of the story he's not telling us. What? How do you figure? The cuts on this tonfa do indicate that the two of them were locked in a fierce battle. Based on the number of scratches alone, I'd say my brother put up a decent fight against the Divine Blade of Wind. But don't forget, the cause of Guy's death was a bullet to the back. Fuck. They were fighting, and then did Ian Grimwood come and shoot him in the back? Dog. I'm really putting my hopes on Grimwood being the main bad guy, but also it's like odd. The cause of Guy's death was a bullet to the back. Is that what you're getting at, Bannings? Exactly. Then that means there's a letter too. Is that alright if I read it now, Shizuku? Okay. Lloyd, allow me this opportunity to return to you what I should have a long time ago. With this, I have nothing left to show. Whatever conclusions you draw are yours to make. What I will tell you is that the White Aeon is using the bell's resonance to control the magic golems in the city. Should you manage to defeat the White Aeon, all should fall silent in turn. That last part? He means the same White Aeon we saw through that portal thing back in Michelum, yeah? The one that gouged Guerrilla Fortress off the map like a scoop of ice cream. Yes, but it should not be capable of using spatial annihilation anymore. Regardless, just what's McLean playing at by telling us this? A while now. Lloyd, they almost look like you were meant to have them. Yeah, it's almost strange how familiar they feel. Thank you for holding on to these, Shizuku. The SSS will take things from here. We're going to bring Kia back. Arios, too. Alright, I can tell that things have been weighing on Father for a long, long time. What happened to Mother? What happened to me? So much has been on his mind that he realized what he was doing. It was already too late. And now, oh god. It's going to be okay. I believe in my heart that Arios isn't past the point of no return. Trust us, we're going to bring your father back home. On the honor of the SSS, we promise you that. Not before we give the man a good spanking or two for leaving his only daughter in tears. Agreed. We'll drag him back here on a leash if that's what it takes. Okay. It'll be tough for us to retrieve McLean if we can't even locate him. We're going to have to figure out where the president and his collaborators run off to. Kia's not here either. Yeah, the fact that Arios left us that message might mean that he isn't... Oh, I should put it on speaker. Hey, Lloyd and crew. I finally managed to disable the security on the elevator. You did? That's perfect. Now we can... Hold on there. The thing is, there's hardly anybody left on the other floors. Or at least, that's the impression I'm getting from my search. That's not good. Come on. What about all the hell are Kia and the others? Well, I did pick up one lead. There's someone on the roof of Orcus Tower right this second. They have that White Aeon with them. Can this elevator get us there now? Yes, I've already released the lock, so just go right ahead and use it. I'm sure ready for anything before I head up. Acknowledge. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Could be that professor from the society, or maybe... We'll wait to know for sure. If we want to find out, we're going to have to go and see for ourselves. The elevator nearby should bring us straight there. We can also return to the first floor if we need to make any preparations. Right. Okay, so it's not crazy powerful, but you know what? It's still pretty good. Alright, let's go kick. Well, it would be nice if I could rest, but I don't know if I can actually. see if we go to the first floor. Is there an opportunity to rest? What? You could... Hold on a second. I was gonna say, ride car? Where? How? Hello? Thank goodness you're all okay. This is Merkaba, Unit 9, patching in. It's Fran. I presume you have successfully infiltrated the tower. How is the operation progressing? We're nearly at the top, actually. Let me fill you in on the situation. I see that the final hour is drawing near. Heads up, that white AN on the roof put up some kind of barrier with a 100-auger radius, so don't expect us to get close enough to provide you with any cover fire, got it? Alright, understood. Well, crap. Guess we're gonna have to pull this one off all by ourselves, as usual. On a related note, the other two ants are already taken care of. One by Father Kevin's Merkaba, and the other by Estelle and her crew. They've been working wonders for us. Really? That is welcome news. That's what I'm talking about. Glad they're out there taking dumps. More importantly, you guys had better come back here alive. Ideals be with you, and whatever you do, please be careful. We will. Roger that. Ugh, maybe the head-on approach wasn't such a genius idea after all. Reap what you sow. This is what happens when you fully release your stigma in the real world. If Rafina were here, she'd be dragging you back to Arteria by your ear for being so reckless. Right, get him into the boss, ladies. Give me 2, please. Me either. My paycheck's gonna take a real dive now that I totaled Merkaba. Hell, I'll be lucky she doesn't fire me if they can get it working again. But hey, if that happened, I can start all over from the bottom as a squire again, and maybe someday I'll be backing you up. You can boss me around. You don't. Hey. Goodness, you're safe. I'm so worried. We're still so far from realizing the world my sister dreamed of, and yet you go ahead and... How can you be so reckless? You nearly... Race. I know. There's still so much more we need to do. This ain't the first time you had to chew me out. Probably won't be the last either. That's why I need you here. No matter how tough the going gets, will you stay by my side anyway? Of course I will. As if I could ever leave a fool like you all by yourself. Potter, please tell me you're okay. I know you're in a lot of pain, but there's nothing Gramps can't fix. You'll be as good as new in no time. No, don't say that. Girl, I hate to break it to you, but he looks not fine. It's not true, it's not true, it's not true! Ren. He sustained critical damage to his logic unit, and as you know, there's no backup system for Gordeus-class archisms. Potter, it'll be alright, we'll fix you, we'll... Goodbye. Ah! Same day, noon. It's crazy this is all happening in like half a day. I don't feel any empathy for Potter. I mean, not in the same way that I would if a human died, but that's fine. We got one character death at least. Just, again, a robot. Well, I wasn't expecting our uninvited guest to make it all the way to the top. Uncle, Dieter. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's been too long, but I regret to say that I don't recall making lunch plans with you today. Are you certain you have the date and time correct? I'm sure I can pencil you in for another day. Our apologies for barging in without an appointment, but this is I love how they're just like... It's just like, I want to do a little roleplay quick. This isn't exactly something we can take a rain check on. We have too much to address. Your baseless declaration of independence, the magic columns you unleash on the city. Why don't you save us some time and then key them over first? I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. What? I think there's been a fundamental misunderstanding. He is not being coerced into cooperating with our collective. As you know, Crossbow finds itself in a precarious position, beleaguered by threats on every side. That is her reason for working with us. Key is protecting Crossbow of her own free will. Is that what you believe? You say that as if you didn't put her up to it, as if you haven't orchestrated everything. You were behind the Red Constellation's actions, you ordered the raid on Crossbow to stoke the people's desire for independence, and you were the one who had the IBC freeze Imperial and Republican assets, placing our state in even greater danger. Whatever your justifications are, it doesn't absolve you of what you've done. In the end, you created a situation where Kia would have no choice but to protect the people she cares about. Who would have thought behind your press suits and pearly whites was a lying son of a bitch? President of Mars, Dieter. Even so, I have one thing to ask. Is this the justice you spoke of all that time ago? Yes, it is. Politics is a far dirtier game than the pretty words would have you believe. In fact, what I've done pales in comparison to the atrocities of our neighbors. I trust you're aware of the tragedy that had transpired prior to the Empire's invasion of Liberal 12 years ago, or the Democratic Revolution of the Republic, a road paved with spilled blood and stolen lives. What are you getting at? How can you imply that what you're doing now is in any way justified because of the past? Justification is not something one is entitled to. It is earned, wrestled by one's own power and will. You see, I was never fully invested in the Croy family's mission, despite inheriting the position of patriarch. Truth be told, Bella's dedicated herself to it much more than I have. However, once I saw the light, once I realized my ancestors' quest to create a Septarian was more than mere fantasy, I rejoiced. At that moment, I was filled with gratitude for having been born into the Croy family. For through my lineage, I had in my reach the power to ensure this era of continental upheaval would bring justice to the land. Justice? You can't be serious. Are you trying to tell us this hasn't been for your ego, for your desire to control everything? How can you possibly stand there and claim this was all for the sake of what you call justice? What other reason is there? ABC has been the largest asset holder of the continent for 10 years. I have no need for wealth. You think I aspire to rule the continent? Please, I'm not a bloodthirsty conqueror from the Dark Ages. It's simple. I can no longer stand the status quo. As the continent is, trapped within the framework of nations, pointless conflict is inevitable. The establishment of a sovereign state was never my true goal. As such, Speaker McDowell's declaration of invalidity means nothing to me. All that matters is that my ideal of justice be realized in every corner of civilization. Yet my justice be the order that leads this world to peace. This is ludicrous. There's some merit to what you're saying, but still, this is too much. Damn, I think you're nuts, but I didn't know you'd gone this far off the rails. Yes, but bringing his delusions of justice into being is no longer an impossibility. You're right, if anyone can make this madness reality, it would be Kia, the Septarian of Zero. Such a power goes beyond the conventions of politics, to say nothing of moral integrity. Dieter Croy, I'll give credit where it's due. The SSS has benefited time and again from your help, but I realize now that we put too much stock into your perverted concepts of what's just. We're the Special Support Section. At the end of the day, we're members of the Crossbelt Police Department. That means we have a duty to uphold the law, a duty to serve our citizens as shining examples of justice. Things aren't always so black and white. I won't deny that we've had our fair share of missteps. Obviously, there's no indisputable answer to how public order and safety should be maintained. True, one's stance on justice can vary drastically with their perspective in life. We may make mistakes from time to time, but even so, we will chase after our ideal of justice. You said as much yourself, Mr. Croy. How does it feel having your own speech turned against you? Hard to believe you're the same guy who made it. The pursuit of righteousness is indeed a noble one. That is to say, when one lacks the power or will to carry it out. Consider the opposite, having both the might and resolve to exercise justice, yet refusing to do so. What else could you call that but negligence? You're wrong. Justice is no set definition. It evolves and grows with each and every person. The pursuit of it is something that holds value to everyone, man, woman, or child. What you're trying to do is homogenize it, to force your blanket perception of justice on the rest of the world. How can you possibly construe that as right? Is that really what justice is to you? I'm the one who unshackled defenders of Crossbelt's political system. It's through me that any reforms were possible at all. You would dare spit on the fruits of my labors? That's a different matter entirely. We have no intention of denying your accomplishments. As Lloyd said, you've helped us time and again. That's all the more reason for us to be here. If anyone is going to bring you to your senses, it should be us. I once respected you. I even regarded you as family, and now I'm going to make you see the error of your ways. Very well. What the? Some kind of orbital art? No, it's something else. Stay alert. Vast amounts of spiritual energy are emanating from Orcus Tower and gathering around him. I won't profess to be as adept as Bell in these matters, but as patriarch of the Croy family, I still know a thing or two. Though if I utilize Orcus Tower's spiritual conversion function, I can even do this! What? Did he just teleport inside of it? Good. Visual feedback and controls are fully operational. Using the power of the Septarian, I can control this machine at will. Uncle, what have you... Is he controlling the Aeon from a spiritual phase space? The hell? Is that even possible? I don't even know what that means. Behold, the White Aeon is the embodiment of justice. And now the time has come. Pit your justice against mine and we shall see who prevails in the end. Fine, have it your way. We'll show you what it truly means to have conviction. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Alrighty then. Woo! That's right, that's still a magic attack. Shoot. Okay. God damn it, I forgot. Gotcha! Yeah. Emblem reached level 5! Ruin of Providence. We did it! That takes care of that! No, wait, spiritual energy is rising again! But how? Did I forget to mention, the Subterranean of Zero provides this machine with an infinite source of power. The only way to stop it would be to annihilate it entirely. Shh. That's what it takes. There has to be something we can do. Settle down, I have no intention of taking your lives. That is, if you surrender peacefully and subscribe to my ideology. What? What's going on? The flow of spiritual energy ceased? This can't be happening! Whoa, they vanished? Their supply of spiritual energy must have run dry. Man, about time, I'm beat. They pulled it off. What is the meaning of this? Why is the energy from the Septarian suddenly halted? It would appear that playtime is over, I'm afraid. Oh. Young Gui from the Society, Professor Novartis. What are you saying, Professor Novartis? What is the meaning of this? Is this another of the Society's ploys? Do you lay some kind of trap in this machine? What, you thought? The only thing we were gifted was assistance. Now that I've acquired all the data I seek, I'll be taking my leave soon, along with the final model behind you, as per our contract. Contract? Are you out of your mind? I brought this machine directly from the Society. You have no right to take it back. I'm afraid not. There's been a slight amendment to the terms and stipulations. It states that once the machine has served its purpose, we are allowed to recover it. You can see the dotted line for yourself. The signature reads, Maria Bell Croy. What? Oh, it's so true. That laugh. It's Belle. Belle, what have you done? Where even are you right now? Are you not inside Orca's tower? Of course not. I haven't been there for quite some time. I am with Kia, as are the rest of us. What? That's right, we didn't come across any of them as we searched the floors. Arios, McLean, Uncle, Shody, even Walt. Wow, things are really heating up now. Shh. What is going on here? I don't believe this. Are all of you betraying me? My apologies, Mr. President. However, my intentions and loyalties were never with you from the start. My collaboration was always in service of the aims of Maria Bell, as well as her legal counsel. Legal? No, it can't be! But it is. That is so fucking dorky. What? You're kidding. Mr. Grimwood? No way. The look on your face tells me you aren't as surprised as your friends, Lloyd. Did you figure it out? I did. There was a reporter we met, Marcel Nielsen, going over things with him helped clue me in. Not just him, Pete, old man Quint from the graveyard, and even Lecter and Killica, too. All the pieces slowly came together, and every sign pointed to your involvement. It seemed you're every bit the detective your brother was. Explain yourself, Mr. Grimwood. How could you scheme like this behind my back? For ages I've come to you for guidance. I trusted you. Indeed, and so too have you always been a prized pupil to me, Dieter. Your business sense is second to none, and your skills as a politician exceeded my expectations as well. If you had just one fatal flaw, it's that you're an idealist. Huh? Up until now, Father, you've assumed that everything has been going exactly as you planned it. In actuality, every step we've taken has been according to Mr. Grimwood's vision, not yours. From the manipulation of the cult, to the agenda of the trade conference, to the raid on Crosswell City, to the moment you declared independence. Tell me, Father, just who was it that put those very ideas into your head? Had you remained on track, I would have been content to stay on the sidelines, but I have deemed that it is no longer in my best interest to continue pulling the strings from the shadows. The Azure Zero project will will proceed as planned, with myself at the helm. Azure Zero? What is that? Soon the Septarian of Zero will take its final form. The Azure Tree, where the ruler of space-time will rearrange the very principles of causality. Witness its rebirth! You guys seeing this? What is this blue light? To the southeast, near the wetlands. What the hell? Tree. A pretty big tree. Like, now what the fuck are they doing over in Crossbell? What? Impossible. Magnificent! We are bearing witness to the product of a singularity, an unanticipated miracle that brings even the salt pail to shame. Oh, hold on. Did you say that tree is the true form of the Septarian of Zero? Where's Kia? What have you done to her? Oh, I can't understand why you feel the need to ask. After all, your dear, beloved Kia is right in front of your eyes, for the Azure tree is Kia herself. It bears mentioning, however, that her heart and body have not been lost in the process. You can rest easy in that respect. More importantly, she has now become the arbiter of all. There's no need to consider this a grim outcome for her, nor for any of you. If possible, I would like for all of you to remain in your roles as her guardians. This is all too much. None of this crap is making any sense. Right, that's what I said. But who cares anyway, as long as it's a good time? If you plan to interfere, then go ahead. I have no objections to stopping you myself. Doing so is already provided for in the contract, after all. I don't give a damn what their big plan here is, but if you're coming at us, bring that bony wise-ass with you so I can finish him off for good. Oh, goodbye, everyone. Do take care. And before I go, thank you for everything you've done for me throughout the years, Father. You may have been a simple, hopelessly romantic fool of a man, but in the end, I never could bring myself to hate you. Oh. As curious as I am to stay and watch how things unfold, other plans beckon me to faraway lands. I'll have to settle for reading all about it in the follow-up reports. Wait! I'll be going now. I don't know how much you can hope to accomplish, but at least try to put up a good fight. I would hate for you to provide me with data that's anything less than noteworthy. And Nutjob just had to get the last word in. Is everyone alright? Hey guys, what happened here? More importantly, where did that giant tree come from? Well, where do we even begin? Suffice it to say, it means things aren't over just yet. Chief, is everyone on the ground all right? Yeah, those magical constructs vanish into thin air. We're already secured the tower. That aside. What the hell happened up here? A lot. Yeah. Unbelievable. The man behind the curtain was Grizzly Grim of all people. Explains a lot, especially taking into account his connections in foreign affairs, business, the police, the guild. The list goes on. Thinking back on it, he had access to all the resources needed to pull something like this off. Hell if I know what his motive is, but we don't have the time to suss that out right now. Right. Wazy, can you call the Merkaba? I was waiting for you to ask. We're heading over there, huh? Yes, I know this might fall outside the scope of our work as officers of the law, but if that's where we're going to find Kia and answers to all of our questions, there's no other choice. My thoughts exactly. Someone has to stop Bell. It would be pointless to surrender after coming this far. I mean, yeah, Crossbell's fucked up. I also love how the chief always has a cigarette in his mouth. I've got a little family reunion waiting for me over there. I have a responsibility to go too. Hey, I'm the one providing the ride. If the Merkaba goes, so do I. Not to mention I have an axe to grind with Walt. I have my own score to settle as well. She and I will end this once and for all. This is something I must do. I have questions for McLean and Grimwood both, and I intend to give them the third degree myself. They won't be going there without me. Guess there's no point in arguing with any of you. Leave the city to us. We'll figure out what to do with the president and everybody else in the tower. Listen up. I want you to go there and settle this the way you think it needs to be done. This is more than just a job for the special support section. You got a duty to do this for yourselves. Yes, sir! Hey, first class! Just barely. Are you for real? That thing's absolutely nuts! Is it true? Did Kia really make that tree appear? Yes, we have no reason to doubt it. The Azure tree, the final form of the artificial Septarian. How unfathomable that such a thing could sprout from the delusions of man. Am I correct in assuming that even you don't know what kind of power it's capable of? Yes, all my senses tell me that there is something extraordinary about the blue light it emits. It holds ascendancy over all elements, time, space, and mirage included. The Croy family manufactured the Septarian of Zero as a facsimile of the Septarian of Mirage. Could it be that the power to control space and time was included in the process? I cannot profess to hold any insight on what the Septarian is capable of. Simply put, it would be to our benefit to assume that nothing is beyond its limits. You're kidding. Power of that magnitude would rival even Ideals herself. Whatever the case, it doesn't change what we have to do. Arios, Maria Bell, Mr. Grimwood, and everyone standing with them. We're going to find out what it is they're really after. Then we're taking Kia back. Exactly. Without a doubt. Oh, heck yeah. This is starting to give me goosebumps. In a good way, of course. Grace, what are you still doing here? Shouldn't you have disembarked with Speaker McDowell? Get it, mister. You can't tell me what to do. I got a duty to give Crossbellians the facts, and there's no better place to find them than on the front lines. Let me do my job, and that front page feature is as good as yours. Ugh. This can hardly end well. Hate to change the subject, but we'd better get the head start on prepping up. You're right. There's no telling what could be waiting for us there. Fighting on the ground has ceased. There's no place in the state we can't go to with the Merkaba now. We can give the order if there's somewhere in particular you need to visit. Will do. Holy moly. Cannoli. Oh, there's more monster exterminations? Interesting. I guess I don't need to do them since I've already got my Medal of Justice. Damn, that does give you a lot of power up. Holy moly. There was one, I think it's the Crossbow Police Academy. How did I slip past that? I think there's a treasure chest over here. Jesus. All right. Hello, Bracer Guild. Yes, the chest grabber is right here in front of me. Please send someone quick. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of extra stuff you can do. Oh my god. Okay. Do I have all my bonding points with Dudley? I think so. Okay. Well, now everyone's back to everything's fine now. Besides the giant tree in the distance. Hey, I did do the cat thing. What is that? What is that? What's the difference in that one? Absorb magic attacks, 50% chance. That's actually... I'm just gonna put that on him. I don't need it on him, but I'm gonna put it on him anyway. Okay. Okay. Oh, is it because I don't have what's her toes in the party? God damn it. Okay. Well, I could definitely at least put Wazy in the party. Not like the other two really need to be in there. Okay, alright. Yeah. That's good. No, they're silly. Okay. Yeah. Alright. It requires 3 Kagume row. God damn it. Thick shoes. It said thick shoes. I don't know which one of these is thick shoes. I'm just buying one of each. And a hood? Okay. now to downtown. Go to the exchange store. Oh, I need 3 of each? Oh my god. Alright. I didn't realize that's what they were implying. This is just so much. All right. Yeah, that's all right. I'll live. Okay. I don't know why. There we are. There. Lots of little random stuff to do, that's for sure. I don't think that I've gotten all of the recipes, but we'll take a look. Oops, history. Oh, wait. Hey, I did. Okay. All right. I don't have the supreme dishes. Now that we talk to Dieter Croy. Okay. Guy's Tonfus. My heart aches just looking at him. All those cuts. Must be Arios' handiwork. Guess those two with the art. Yeah, but look closer. You can see a lot of smaller nicks and scratches too. There's even marks from all the repeated repairs they were made to them. Brothers strove for the truth and never gave up, no matter what barriers stood in his way. These Tonfus, the reflection of Guy's will, the values he lived his life by. You may be right. If we hope to resolve this crisis and close my brother's case, then we'll have to overcome Arios in the process, and Mr. Grimwood too. I've been looking after these Tonfus a while longer, Guy. I don't have all of those. Is my car still operational, or is that gone? Accessory. Go speak to Ilya. I'm coming. Hey. We'll take a look here.
I gotta take the dogs out.
Definitely not all of them.
That's for sure.
I'm coming again. Right. Okay. Well, I got all the recipes. I just haven't made all the recipes for the supreme dishes, which I don't care to do that, honestly. Okay. Alright, there's the Zemurian ore. Now to mains. Like, it'd be one thing to do all the extra stuff if I didn't think that I was close to the end when, like, at the end of the last stream. Like, not today, but before. Like, this shit is... They're really pushing their luck with how much how long an ending can be. Oh, hey, guys. Hello. Still, Joshua? So this is where you went after the operation. But how did you guys lay the waste to one of those aeons? Indeed, with Potter Modder, you all must make for a formidable team. Yeah, it's true that we wouldn't be here if not for his sacrifice. Huh? Come to think of it, where's Ren? Fast asleep. Meister Georges! I wonder where you were here. Well, I am, at their request. Despite the chaos outside, I couldn't stay away from Potter after Potter Modder's death. That Archism died? Wait, so you mean... Yeah, he grabbed the blue Aeon, dragged him up into the clouds with him, and then he self-destructed completely of his own volition. So that's what and, well, maybe it's because, too, like, I know how many games upcoming I got, so it's like, alright, Estelle and Joshua dialogue, important. Bunch of side random stuff, like, we're moving past it. So that's what happened. The machine opted to sacrifice itself? Potter Modder. She's probably been crying for hours, huh? Poor girl must be tuckered out by now. Of course she is. The two are so close they are practically inseparable. Potter Modder resigned itself to its fate. I cannot help but admire the heart it displayed in choosing to give its own life to protect that girl. As a doll maker, I couldn't be prouder. Meister, we've been getting in reports about what's going on. Things have gotten worse, haven't they? I'd be happy to lend you some help once we're fully recovered. Thanks, you two, but you don't have to worry about that. Your health should be your top priority. I don't know. I think we might... I think we could use their help. Not saying we want to end up like the little Mrs. Dolly, but taking Keto back is something we got to do on our own hands. No holds bar. We can respect that. Good luck, guys. Careful out there. May the goddess protect you all. Oh, yeah. Alright. We're gonna get this ultimate weapon. There we are. Okay. There's a fucked up view. Oh no, I died? Interesting. looks worse in cold steel? Oh, the destruction? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, Michelle in Wonderland. Okay. Okay, yeah, give me a weapon, okay? Wait. Oh. Another Zemurian ore. Okay, never mind. Alright. Never mind. I thought she was gonna do the whole weapon thing. Suppose it needs to be crafted. Yeah, I mean, this game is already very large, all things considered. I mean, especially for the PSP, like, this is huge. I know a lot of it's dialogue, but dialogue does still take up a lot, you know, when it's situational. I mean, maybe it's not that much for like 700 megs, but still. I think the limit on a PSP disc was 700 megs, so... Okay, West Crossbell Highway. Go east towards the railroad tracks? Is that right, or am I barking up the wrong tree here? Oh wait, no, this looks right. Okay. Hey! Yeah, the jump in leveling is... the pacing is all over the place. Because the first, like, 28 hours is, like, it's fine. But you also already did play a 40-hour game getting here, so... You know. It's like... Okay. Back to Crossbell City. Take me down to Crossbell City. They already did that joke through the chests. Okay. Yes, I want you to forge me a cool weapon. Alright. So... I mean, Lloyd would be the obvious one, or Randy. Hmm. Well, I do have to eventually stop streaming today. Depends if I can stream later tonight, but... Alright, Randy. So what is it? 1687 to... hell yeah. Drags foes to the underworld. Love that. Okay. Okay. did all of the high-level monster chests. Oh yeah, then there's the actual. I forgot that there are quests available, which I guess I'll just go do. I mean, why not? I guess. The fuck are these things? Akamana, war demon that wanders Gehenna. Its fiendish abilities cast foes into utter despair. That's not good. Ruby gem. Nice. Okay, that's one. Alright, I'll probably have enough time to do the quest monsters and then I might need to be done. But in total, that's me playing for like 7 hours today. Which is quite a bit. I mean, that wasn't all full playtime, but I was in the middle of doing a whole bunch of other stuff too. But I did still have some work. Right, ancient battlefield, the upper left corner of the boss area. Oh, I believe I can now. You know, now that we're in the home stretch, but. Oh god damn it, that's not what I meant. Oh, that actually worked. Okay. Oh, I didn't do that chest. Dark Legend. Yeah. Gem. Oh. Yes, I've used the Master's Arts a couple times. I imagine they really come in handy. Nox Forest. Oh, yeah, I have to go. Moving around. Over. Graphical butter. It's at the bottom left. Am I looking in the right section? Yeah, the bottom right corner. Yeah, no, that's right. There's fucking 30 of them. Good lord. Okay, there we go. Magikong, a monkey mutated by alchemy. Its claws can produce various effects. Wow. I don't know, man. Whoopsie daisy. I didn't mean to do it to him like that. Alright. Get out of here. Well, I mean, that's the power scaling for you right at the end. It's like, hey, there's no shot that any of this stuff can fight against me at the moment. I mean, I guess the final dungeon, there'll be plenty of things to fight, but like, you're far too over-leveled for this. Okay. No, there's probably not a quick exit. I probably should have gone the other way. Can I take the bus? Ah, damn it. It's suspended. Okay. What the hell is the thing? Oh, here it is. Yep. Jeez. Brutal. Okay. All right, I'll report, and then I will be done. Those are just some bonus DP you can get. Okay, yeah, almost a cold steel. Oh, oh my goodness. All right. Well, hopefully I'll be able to finish it up. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it up next time. I also love that the final dungeon has its own chapter guide, like that it's just like its own whole thing. Anyway. All right, Lucis. Well, I will